All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Our adventurers find themselves in a crypt. A secret button was on the wall here that we pressed, and as the bricks of this archway slowly slid open, we see the dead arise inside of this crypt. Immediately being brought into combat, Scratch, our loyal familiar, is he's scared. So if he can, he's gonna try to just get out of the way and hide. Entombed scribes scurrying forward, we can just hear their bones scratching on the concrete, the cement, the stone, whatever it is. As a fireball comes through, hitting Gale, we see Astorian reach for his bow and try to land a sneak attack on the scribe, returning fire before he steps to the side and kind of slinks down to hopefully obscure vision a little bit. Shadowheart moves to the front of the group and casts her Sacred Flame cantrip on that same scribe. Unfortunately, a saving throw was passed, and we couldn't deal much damage there. She's gonna kind of maintain the central area on the stairs here, trying to absorb any damage that might be coming towards her. Acid hitting the back of the group. Liz turns to her right, sees the scribe that casted that, and just immediately fires back with an Eldritch Blast. It takes the head off of the skeleton, and you can hear it rolling back a little bit further into the room. And I am just gonna move out of that acid there as well. Maybe slinking down into the shadows. But that did not pass. They saw me right away. Scratch kind of scurries away, moves into the next room, and we just see him hide and kind of get out of danger. Gale immediately succumbs to a feeling of tiredness and collapses on the spot. Astarion believes... No, he is spotted, but takes a sneak attack shot at another of the skeletons that moved up as he tries once again to slink back into the shadows, not able to this time. We see Shadowheart move back to Gale, kind of shake him, wake him up a little bit, and then cast Healing Word on him to refortify his resolve, as he has been taking a bit of a beating before she moves back to the center of the stairs, shield at the ready. Gale, feeling kind of pissed off after being knocked down, he's gonna cast a spell, his only remaining spell slot for right now. As he moves kind of over to the side, we see Magic Missile being used on the Entombed Warrior in the front. All three casts focused on him as he takes, what was that, 11 damage? The Entombed Warrior moving up does manage to land a small hit. You may notice that none of these enemies have weapons in their hands. That's because we looted them prior to this encounter starting. They were just kind of dead bodies on the ground, looked like any other body that we have seen in the game. But now, of course, we know that they could be resurrected. If we did not take the time to loot them, this warrior would have spawned with a sword and at the ready, dealing significantly more damage to our party than what he's able to do right now. Looks like Astarion was hit with a color spray. He can't quite see what's in front of him. He can't quite make it out, but he moves forward with the dagger ready. Just barely misses the silhouette of what's in front of him. Shadowheart, kind of the same thing. She knows someone was here before. She swings wildly, but unfortunately it misses. And Gale, oh, wouldn't you know, it's just been a long day. Kind of snuggles up on the stairs, getting some rest. Liz, on the other hand, knows exactly where this enemy is, fires an Eldritch Bolt forward. It lands, sending him, hurling him backwards into the center of the room. Immune to sleeping. Color spray landing again. Starion just kind of... I don't know. Does he just stand here? He moves to the back of the room, keeping his hand on this rubble as he passes by. Kind of bumps into Liz as he, like, meets this back wall and just kind of kneels down, waiting for his vision to return to him. Gale back on his feet. Since he can't see, is going to just summon in a mage hand that can hopefully do a little seeing for him. Unfortunately, that removes Scratch! Oh no, I can't have two summons. That's okay. Live and learn, live and learn. And that's gonna do it with Gale's turn. He tries to hide in the corner, but still feels like he's out in the open. Shadowheart is gonna take this opportunity to cast Bless nearby, trying to empower her allies so that they might deal some more damage as she once again takes up her post in the front. Shield now mysteriously missing. Liz sees the entombed warrior that moved back up, shoves him right back down the stairs where he started. They actually killed the mage hand. I'm surprised by that. Very surprised by that. Astarion can now see. He draws back with the bow for a sneak attack on one of the scribes that has been pestering his eyesight. Gale with a ray of frost as well, knocking down both enemies there. Shadowheart moves up to meet the entombed warrior, but misses with the swing. Damn! Eldritch Blast once again. All of his bones just kind of rattle on the ground after that impact. Uh-oh, the ice on the ground proving a little troublesome for that scribe. Astarion takes another shot, this time at the one that is still standing. 6 damage. Shadowheart with her cantrip just completely burns anything that could possibly be living there. And an Eldritch Blast fires forward at the remaining scribe, completely wiping them out. What do you need to say?
Rising from the dead just to protect some dusty baubles. Fools.
Couldn't agree more. Beside, what use do the dead have for possessions?
Their trinkets may be worth a few coins all the same.
It's been a long day. I'll need to rest soon.
Yeah, I think we can go ahead and take a short rest here. It's not the most scenic of locations, but at least we can recover a little bit of our vitality.
A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
A lot of effort indeed. Let's go ahead and just see what we could find here.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me, right as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
I'm a little spooked by the crawling out of the tomb bit there. What are you?
I am not the same as those thou hast slain, if that is what thou askest. Wilt thou answer my question?
Sure.
So, I ask again. What is the worth of a single mortal life?
The tiefling answer. In my experience, that depends on what the mortal looks like. Are tiefling, or excuse me, tieflings, tiefling answer, tieflings, okay. All right, we all know now. I know how to say it. Are they very vain? Is that how they judge each other? I'm just gonna go with that because it's unique.
A life and how it is lived are different equations. Very well. I am satisfied.
Are you?
We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Well, anyone else creeped out by that? You took it more as them being treated poorly for being tieflings. Oh, I see. That makes sense. And we find in a chest in here the Amulet of Lost Voices, which gives us the ability to speak with the dead. Liz's ability to manipulate living people is something she strives to do, but now she has the ability to speak with those that have fallen as well, as long as she has that trinket or that necklace equipped. So I wonder, could we... God, my tail keeps wigging out. Could we cast it? No. I also got this item when we were playing with Sam, our rogue, and I did not use it once. So I will make a conscious effort to try and speak with the dead on more occasions than what we did last time. Unfortunately, we lost our familiar because I didn't realize the mage hand would overwrite that.
Parchment and bone dust. Still comforting.
What I want to do before we settle down for the night is check out this room. Of course, we just saw that there was something really cool in the last sarcophagus. Maybe there's something cool in here as well. As we send Astarion in. Our trusty rogue to scout out the place. Shit.
The text on the plaque is a mystery to you.
The Watcher's Guide, an uncommon two-handed melee weapon. Time has dampened the spear's sheen, but the center glows a faint blue. The magic it exudes feels old, terrible, and divine. The spear was given to its previous owner for its unerring loyalty, even after death. What just happened is the game went into open world, turn-based mode. As Astarion reaches into the sarcophagus and pulls out the spear and the key, he notices that his feet are completely covered in grease now. That definitely was not there before. I'm just going to move that vase out of my way and take a step off of the grease and See how that treats us. Everyone else just kind of over here watching. Ooh, as fire goes through the room that Asterius is in. He didn't notice anything out of the ordinary on the way in. He can try to leap out to safety. His fireballs are just whizzing by his head here. If we turn off turn-based mode, this is how fast the fireballs are actually moving. So the intent of this mechanic is to give the player more control when time is of the essence. And as a result, Larian has said that they've been able to make significantly stronger traps in this game, significantly deadlier traps in this game, than what they were able to do in Divinity. Because the player has more agency over every passing second. So as the world kind of slows down again for Astarion, he just makes the biggest leap he can through the grease. Checks his footing after he lands. It looks like everything's fine. One more leap for good measure. What? He kind of lands with a grin on his face there, I imagine. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. Kind of walks out with some swagger. Look at that. Well, it seems like that way is a bit of a problem for us if we're trying to leave. However, there was an opening in the cave over on this side that we have not explored just yet. We could double back through the main part of the building that we entered in. I alluded that already, right? Yeah. There appears to be a lever here, however. That brings down an iron ladder, allowing us to make our way up to the rocky cliffside that was next to the area that we started at. So that area was fully explored. Feels good. As we gather our party again, there was one more thing I wanted to do before I leave you guys today. And that task was, we spotted, or I should say Scratch spotted, and reported back to Gale that there was a prisoner being held. A little north of where we were at. It's these guys right over here. We can come in and investigate it.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
You again. Get rid of them.
So she is knowingly talking to me telepathically using the illithid inside of her. Those are the kinds of actions that I want Liz to take. So I'm going to use it to talk back. You abandoned me on the ship. Why should I help you?
Your words flow to her, though you never speak them aloud.
I know what grows inside you, and I know of a cure. We can't trust her. Think of what her kin did. Best if we just kill her right now.
This creature's dangerous. Get out of here. Leave it to me. We need a 5. We got an 18.
She's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast.
Could you be more specific about the blast that you're
You
checking
didn't hear
out?
it. Shook our camp good, so we came for a look.
I'm in dire need of healing. Where's your camp? Oh, why is this even a check? Yeah, I just tell everyone where my camp is. Come on over, neighbor.
Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
And be careful. There are goblin traps everywhere.
Nymessa, come.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
Say please.
Never.
Listen.
Enough
You'll
dawdling.
hear
Get me
before you
down.
see them.
You'll hear goblins before you see them.
As
Okay.
you say.
We very carefully aim one of our eldritch blasts at the woods, the wood that she's standing on.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Lies. Just get rid of her.
Fuck. Oh man, am I really committing to that? Well, maybe we should probe her mind first for a little bit more information. So what exactly is a creche?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Geich tadpole, we must report to a caretaker for purification.
You know, a simple thank you wouldn't go amiss.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
I'm not even sure I want to be cured yet. What if we can control this thing? What if Asterian's right? You know, you clearly are no friend to tieflings. We'll go our separate ways, I think.
You would sacrifice yourself to Geich. Such tiring mediocrity.
You know, if you want to wait in my camp, maybe we could talk then.
Very well. But I cannot wait long. Nor can you.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, after a very short outing today, I think is where we are going to end our adventure. If we move up just a little bit more,
I hear shouting up ahead.
we hear quite the commotion.
We should check it out, but be careful.
We will check that out next time. As for now, I think we're going to head back to camp and see if anyone wants to talk.
Be with you in a moment.
Why are you studying your own mirror image, Gale?
Indulging in a spot of vanity. Handsome devil, aren't I? Be that as it may. Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of?
If you're about to start a lecture, I'm not interested.
Long story short, then. Thanks to the tadpole, we should have developed more than invasive symptoms by now. But we haven't. Our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal.
Long live the abnormal. As someone who's sworn to the old gods.
I'll toast to that. The pragmatic in me, however, sees only the silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest.
The silence before the storm. All right, do we have any skulls for the skull pile? I don't believe that we do. Indeed, we do not. However, we do have some candles if we want to make the place a little more homely. Perhaps a nice row of candles. Here, we'll just split these a few times. Oh, damn it, don't drop it. No, you gotta split them. You can't. Oh my god, dropping it ruins everything. Perhaps a candle on each side of where these guys might choose to sit. Provide a little better lighting for them. You know, I just want them to be comfortable. That's important. There's no shame in having a tidy camp and a nice house that's presented well. This is where our story ends for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe to know when we upload another adventure. Take care.
Thanks, Belly.
See you guys next time.